Okay, we got them here, We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. You can hear the lions growling and they'll be fighting with one another and competing to try to get onto the best spot. Yes, we've got them. They're right here. Shame you can hear the other zebra still distress calling off in the distance. This is a youngster that they caught. I just need to get onto the radio quickly and let everyone know that this has happened, and if anyone's nearby they can hopefully come and join us here. Stations, the Nkuhuma has just made a bumbo that they've got a Nkuhuma. We are west of Shabam and north of Gari Main in the block. I'm not sure exactly where, but I can help you get you if need be. Nkuhuma. Makulu. This is the first time in all the months that I've been here that I've actually seen this pride competing over a small kill. And isn't it fascinating how they could be so friendly and affectionate with one another earlier, yet now, come time to feed, things change drastically. And it gives you an idea of how important food is out here. And they will even fight their own pride members for it. Now, I know this would usually be the end of the broadcast or the safari, but we certainly aren't going to be going anywhere for the time being, so get comfortable. Because this is something we don't get to see very often at all.
Now Junior's got himself positioned in the best possible spot for now, and he'll be consuming most of the organs, which are easy to feed on. But once he finishes that, he may want to reposition to another point of the carcass, and that's when we could expect to see some more aggression between this pride. As that becomes less, their will to try and feed on more will cause them to fight with one another and jostle for new positions. It's remarkable how quickly they are making their way through this carcass. It gives you a very good idea of how powerful their jaws are and how sharp their teeth are, in order for them to be able to process this amount of meat in such a short period of time. I think things are going to start heating up now between this pride. And what we may find is that some members may actually tear off some parts of this small zebra and run away with it. And if any of you are battling to watch this and feeling extremely sorry for the zebra, yes, of course, this zebra was unfortunate, but it is critical for these lions to kill in order to feed themselves. So just keep reminding yourself of that. Of course, it was unfortunate for the zebra, but a necessity for these lions to survive. And like I said earlier, in all my time here, the only live kill that we've managed to capture with this specific pride was them taking down a Cape buffalo. And that was with Brent not too long ago, but I've never seen them catch a smaller prey item. And this is the closest we've come to seeing them bring one down. And I'm going to be, well, I am already interested at how relaxed Junior is. He seems to be minding his own business on the periphery. And I really did expect different behavior from him. I thought he would be more of a bully at the kill. But that could still happen. You can probably still hear the zebra's mother in all likelihood calling out in search of it. This herd of zebra would have been chased by lions many times, and so would have this foal. And quite often in the chase they may split up, and now she's desperately trying to call her foal back. But sadly this time they will not be reuniting. It looks like this lioness is just trying to take a breather while securing a big chunk of meat that she'd like to feed on when she has a break. It's an incredibly tiring business, not only catching their prey but feeding on it so quickly. And look at her, she's just taking a time out. But she's latched securely onto a portion of the zebra that she doesn't want to let go for the others. There we go, that's a bit more of the behavior I was expecting. So tired they cannot continue the fight for that extra last piece of meat, which is mainly the head. And listen to Junior panting. The lioness is latched firmly onto her share of the kill, but I'm not sure if she's going to be able to hold on to it much longer, because it looks like Junior's got his breath back. It was probably the right decision on her behalf. Now it looks like the two lionesses at the back are beginning to have a bit of a scrap. Listen to how powerful their jaws are as they crunch through the bone. Looks like Junior needs to get his breath back again. And I think what he may do next is try and move off with the remains he's got. The problem is the hide is still connected to other parts of the kill the other lioness are latched onto. So that's one lioness taking off her little bit to feed on in peace. Clever move. I'm just keeping a lookout around to see if there's any hyena lurking in the periphery of our shadows, because I'm sure some of them would have either heard this commotion or possibly by now smelt it. The wind has died down though, and these lions made the kill at the perfect time when the wind was still in their favor. It would have muffled their approach, but it has turned into a dead still evening. Okay, copy, thanks. Do you think we should just call it now? Copy, thanks. Well, everyone, like I said, I know that may have been quite difficult for some of you to understand and to watch, and it is unfortunate for that zebra, of course it is, but essential for the well-being of this pride. They need to keep making kills, keeping themselves well fed and keeping themselves in good shape, especially with what's going on now with the Birmingham boys being around. They need to be in tip-top shape in order to be ready for any onslaught that they could get from this coalition that's marauding through the area. And like I say, another thing is that we very, very seldom actually get to witness this and be around events like this. So we're very fortunate to be able to have witnessed this interesting behavior. I've never witnessed the Nkuhuma pride in a scenario quite like this. So for me, it's a very big highlight and a special sighting to remember. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Sorry about all the wild bushwhacking to get you. And eventually, thankfully, we did. And thanks for sticking around for those of you who have stayed on during the extra broadcast this afternoon. Well done, Brian.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks very much. And thanks to Louise for directing the show, and for Tara and Nikki for lending her a hand. We'll give you one last view for a moment or two of the pride as they finish off their kill, and we'll certainly do our best to try and find them again in the morning. Enjoy the last views. Thanks for following. It's Brent and Jamie out tomorrow. They're back from leave, so you'll have some new faces on safari, and they are So happy to be back. So that's also something that a lot of you will be thrilled about, because I'm sure you guys have had enough of James and myself for the time being. Anyway, take one last look at the lions, and then we're going to call it a day and see you in the morning.